Hi, welcome back to the channel. So I had an idea for you guys for a video based on this email that I got from Kindle Direct Publishing yesterday, because I'm a day behind checking all my email. And I thought, well, I should do a video on some of this news, because they were talking about scheduling a new paperback and hardcover book release. There's some stuff down here about connecting readers through book recommendations. And some really interesting stuff that I thought, I really do need to do a book news video, because this is a lot of really cool features that they're rolling out. And so I went in and started doing the video and, showed you guys all the new features that they were rolling out. And it turns out that as I started putting the video together and going through some of the information that I was reading about, I thought, well, wait a second, this is all very familiar. And I feel like I have learned about this, maybe a few months ago, and I did a little bit of investigation and realized, well, yeah, actually, none of this is new news. This is coming back as far as October, and so I'm way behind on my book news, which is pretty obvious by that embarrassing realization. But the other thing is that KDP is sending me out old news, because you see my release date here is February 8th, which is yesterday, and they're giving me some information about improvements to author pages. I don't know, maybe it's a new thing that they're fixing. No idea. But anyway, I scrapped that video. Well, I didn't technically scrap it. It's on my hard drive. But I decided not to upload it because it's kind of old news, and what's the point? So, if you guys want to see it, let me know, and I'll post it, and, maybe I'll edit it a little bit and clarify this. But short of it is you can schedule your paperbacks if you want. But it's not a pre-order, just FYI. It's just syncing up your information with your ebooks. So for today's video, I thought I would return back to ScribeCount, which is my favorite analytics tool for my books, for how much I've sold, or which formats and which stores. And again, if you've never checked out ScribeCount, it's one that I would highly recommend, because it's a much better step up from review tools like book. I don't even remember what it's called, a book report. Which is the little button that they have up in the Chrome browser. And anyway, it's something that I've always recommended, and I do have other videos on the channel talking about it if you want to go look them up. But I wanted to look at it today because I was going through my email, and I saw that my report seemed broken. Everything's reported for February 4th, and usually that's the result of me having one of my stores logging me out. So I got to go through and log in to Draft the Digital again. Happens every couple of weeks, which is fine. I guess that's security issues. But anyway, while I was there, I switched onto a different section here, and I noticed this blue bar here which says new feature where ScribeCount has added automated analytics to the dashboard. You'll find the icon in the blue sidebar. To learn more about the feature and how it works, visit the ScribeCount blog here. And so I actually visited the ScribeCount blog here, and here's the blog, and this is the article about it. And it's actually a full-fledged analytics tracker for your ads with Amazon, for your read-throughs and everything. And it's the point is you can actually see in a much more plain language or plain visual aid how well your spending is converting to sales, which is something that I think a lot of people in the indie field in particular really would love to have, because who doesn't want to know if they're spending too much money or spending it unwisely? And so that's what this is about. And if you read through their article, you'll find that they're actually going to be rolling this out in two phases. So we're currently in the middle of the first phase. So with the first phase, you're able to check your ROIs for your series books and your standalones. It does not yet have anything on your box sets, but that's coming into the second rollout, which you'll see if we go further down here. Not here. Right here, you'll have the royalty splits and all your box stuff, or box. No, I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now. The media box set, and then of course other things with your email and newsletters. It's all going to tie into the dashboard, and then they're going to include our author email, which is like an email service specialized for authors. If you haven't check it out yet. But really cool stuff happening here, and you can see the dashboard. But I wanted to show you guys what it looks like in real time. So it's not just a blog article. You can actually see how I'm using it. Now, if you've been to my channel long enough, you know that I don't sell a lot of books. I'm not like one of these mega sellers who sell like 1,000 a month. That's just not me. I sell maybe one every 3 months. So, and it's usually the same book, which I'll show you in a minute. But it doesn't mean I don't like the tools that come with being an author, or, pretending like I'm actually being successful here. So if we go into the bookshelf, no, that's not what I want to be in the dashboard. If I select, let's say, custom range, then it's going to show, or for all time, it's going to show all of my data for the last since 2010. And I've shown you guys this picture before if you've been on my website long enough, or my YouTube channel long enough. You'll know that I'm doing pretty well with Gutter Child, and not so well with anything else unless it's free. But this is, I admit, a little challenging to read. It's a lot of data, kind of crammed into one thing. However, if you go into the analytics tool over here on the left side, this is so much nicer, because then you can see more clearly what your book sales are really doing in reference to your spend. So right now you'll see that I have my series books highlighted, and you can change your series here if you've got more than one. And they also I kind of already did this, but they want you to set your books in the sequence order. So if I go into my read through, you'll see that you can set it here and add your page count and whatnot. But I don't have read through on these because they're not on KDP. They're on Smashwords. So I don't really have that relevance. But because Smashwords is still one of the storefronts that ScribeCount can tie into, report on, you can see that I do have some accurate data on the difference between the two books. And what's weird is my second book has earned me more money than my first, and neither one's free, but Cannonball City was free for a long time. So it's still going to have, it's still the read through. It makes sense that Superheroes Anonymous would have more money because I didn't sell as many copies, but I don't think I was ever free. I have no idea. Basically, it's it makes sense when you think about it, kind of situation. But anyway, you can see that there's also a section for your different formats, ebook, paperback, and all that. So even if you don't have a series, if you just have regular standalones, if you go over here into the ROI calculator, you can see how all your books are doing individually. So Gutter Child, again, is the one that I typically sell at least once every 2 or 3 months, not more often. So it's pretty common that I'll see one unit on this in any particular range. But I like to go again into the all-time so I can see how everybody's doing. And what's cool is, it's much more readable than the pie chart. There's not really color-coded here, but you can look at a very fair comparison of your whatever your best-selling books are compared to your not-so-great-selling books. And then, of course, you have your chart here. This here is actually giving you a percentage of how well you're doing with your spend. So I haven't spent a dime on any of my books. And so clearly my percentage is going to be 100% on the penny, which is what you're seeing here. And I think you're getting the same thing down here, although I'm kind of uncertain how the ROI by books works when you see that the numbers are pretty identical to the dollar value. So I'm guessing it's, again, percentage by the penny, but that also might be a bug. But the point is you can see how the pie chart, it does a better job reflecting the size and difference of how each book is doing compared to the other. And you have a unit chart here, so easier to read, but then you have also the bar chart for the format. So obviously I'm doing better with ebook than I am with paperback, but it's nice to have that information. Hardcover, I thought I sold one, so I don't know why that's not coming through. So that might still be a bug in the system. But, they're always going through and updating this. And I know one of the last things they said in the blog article is that they're going to be going through some modifications of the app itself to be in compliance with Microsoft Azure's and Google Chrome's requirements. So, as you can see here. But anyway, if you've never used ScribeCount, I think it's really cool. You do have to pay $10 a month to use it on the minimum. And that's if you're earning less than $1,000 a month. If you earn over $1,000, then it goes up to $20. And they do occasionally give annual discounts. So I think that's $15. But if you're not into analytics, then I can understand why you might skip this. But I mean, you get a lot of stuff that's coming down the line. If you have any of the email providers that they listed, then of course here's a great way to keep track of that. I use SimFox, so that's not on here yet, but it's a lot of features here that is useful to writers. So anyway, I know it's been a while since I posted my last video. I'm mainly posting this video just to make sure you guys have something, but I do have a couple other things I'm going to try to get out to you this month. I'll talk more about this in another video I'll be doing on a product called Media Place. But I've added a new category to my email newsletter, and so I'm going to talk about that, I think, in my next video. And so I want to give you guys a behind the scenes if you're interested in that. So do stay tuned. I'm going to try to get you a few this month, so that's not so sparse out there in the desert of my YouTube channel. But in the meantime, I hope this video has been helpful to you. Hope you learned something useful. And again, if you're into this, if you like this app, you can check out the link below. I assume that I've put one in the notes. And if I haven't, then I'm slacking. So, all right, that's all for today. We'll see you for the next video. Hope you're enjoying your day and your weekend. Thanks. Bye.